Hi, as you can tell, I'm probably not the tidiest of people. Anyway, before we start off, let me take a chance to thank all you subscribers who have put some very nice comments down about the lamps, and one in particular has asked me to put up more lamps. Well, I can certainly oblige. I'll say very, very grateful. What I would say, as some of my subscribers are in fact from Germany and one's from France. Oh God, we're going to get a cat coming over. I will say that I cannot speak another language apart from English. I probably don't speak that very well. So, you know, I think it's quite an achievement that a lot of you do speak English and speak English very well. It puts me to shame. I suppose our excuse is, being in England, they say we're in Ireland and we don't need to learn a foreign language. Well, I think that is completely wrong. Unfortunately, when I was at school, languages weren't very important, which was a pity, and I didn't learn any languages. The only language, or not language, but certain words I've learnt is through the hobby of keeping the plants, and some Latin words I understand quite well, and there's obviously a connection between that and the French language. I can give an example of a plant name, Fenestraria, which is a species of mesem, and Fenestraria simply means a window plant. Anyhow, I thought I'd mention that, but as regards learning German or French, I might pick up the odd word and I can understand certain things. Perhaps I might learn. I'll listen to more of your videos in German. But anyhow, I do thank you all. And one person who has done well with the German, I'm very grateful. So thank you to all of you, and anyone else that's answered some of my things on YouTube. I don't always get around enough to answer them all, and as you probably know, I hate typing. I'm not very good at typing, I'm not very good at spelling, so if you see the odd spelling mistake, it's just me. Anyhow, let's get back to the videos. As I say, one particular person has asked very much to have more lamps shown, and I can certainly do that. I'll sweep across the room, and up there are boxes of lamps. I haven't even checked these for a long time. As I say, this place is more like a museum, I suppose. Got other bits and bobs here which I could talk about. Don't look too much at that safe, there's nothing in there except air. Thermometers, Grundig radio, I think it's a Grundig, yeah, it's Grundig. A nice little clock, they're both German. And down below a few more clocks, a few more thermometers. That one on the middle is an Atmos. Unfortunately, it's not working. And looking a bit further, you'll see my cup of tea, which I've had. Anyhow, let's get back to the main reason for talking. It's this lamp. Now, I have shown this before in the past. A lot of you seem to be very interested in fluorescent lamps. starters and tubes used, types of tubes used. Well, I thought I'd mention this one. Excuse it being next to my beautiful phone, which is actually older than me, 1930s. I have shown the phone. Anyway, let's get back to the lamp. I keep getting sidetracked. Here we have an American lamp. It was made out of a shell case. That part's a shell case which was probably made after the last war. It was made into a lamp. In the base is the choke or transformer or ballast. Call it what you will. That is in there. Now, with the American stuff, remember they're on 110 volts, and in some cases the voltage was not enough to strike the actual lamp, so they used a kind of, I suppose, an auto transformer which stepped the voltage up. This is what they used here. Now, when I got this device, which was many years ago, from a local boot sale. It was a boot sale, I believe, in North Cheam. I picked this up and there was no fluorescent tube on it. The middle part was there. There was an American lamp which was in the holder, and all I could get from the seller was, "Oh, it doesn't half light very bright." And I said, "Well, I expect it does. If you plugged it in over here, you're lucky the bulb's still working." And he carried on saying, "Oh, it's very bright." So I said, "Well, how much is the lamp?" And I can't remember how much it was. I didn't give that much for it, but I did get it and brought it home, stripped it down. There was nothing broken. The shade was intact. The only thing missing was this circline lamp and the means of turning it on. That wasn't there, which was a pity, because it is a unique switch which I'll come to a bit later. Anyhow, the transformer was not connected, and I had to scratch my head to work out how to wire it up. There was no colour codes, there was no diagrams. The ballast itself is of that era, GE. Don't know the exact date, but it'll be around the 30s or 40s. A toroidal job which would sit in that base and be like a donut or a bagel, a toroid shape. Anyhow, the wires coming out of it, I think it was about 4 wires. Well, checking them out with an ohm meter, I tried to work out how it would work on obviously 110 volts, which I had. Anyhow, to cut a long story short, I did find out how it was wired. I did find a switch, and I did get it going. So let's have a quick look. At the moment, I'll show you on the 3 lights. We're on the 3 lights there. We're just lighting up the middle lamp. We look at the bulb inside. Now that is obviously on the first power. I've shown this actual lamp in a previous video, so we won't go into the lamp. Turn it on to the next brightness and on to the next. So that's your 3 lights. Now we come to the interesting part, the tube. Now this does not use a starter switch. There's no starters in it. You, I suppose, are the actual starter, the person that turns the lamp on. Now I'm going to show you the switch. You can just see where my thumb is. If I press it in, that would be to actually turn the lamp off. Now to turn it on, you would do this. Now have a look at the end of the lamp. As I press it in, there's the end of the tubes. Also got the name of the tube, which I'll mention later. Press it in. You light the electrodes up and release the switch, and lo and behold, we're in business. We've lit the lamp up. That, by the way, is a brand new tube. What happened, clearing or sorting the room out upstairs, I've got to, it's quite a job of sorting out all the bits and pieces to make a bit more space, so it's a case of stacking the stuff away. I found, and there's the box, a brand new lamp. It's a Bell triphosphor circular. So I was able to take the lamp out of here, which I had put in there from that circular lamp which I showed yesterday, a ceiling light, and I replaced it with a brand new T9 phosphor circular. So that's all working. Well, look at the tube. I will turn it off. It's probably too much. So you turn it off by pressing that switch, and you've got a name on there, which is obviously the same name as on the box. Bell. There's no indication where the tube's made or who made the tube. Bell, as I said before, is British Electric Lamps Limited. I think they just import a lot of lamps now. They did in the old time make decorative lamps at Wimbledon, but I think that's all gone. So it could have been made in Holland or Japan. I dare say that someone out there would probably know. I'll be very grateful. So Alex, I don't know if you know this one. That's the actual tube. As you see, it's got the CE mark on it. It's very, very bright, being a triphosphor tube. Anyhow, thanks for watching. I'm going to load this up, and I will put more lamps up, as long as I don't drive you all asleep. I know one of my subscribers have said, oh, more lamps. I can oblige. So once again, thanks for watching. Any comments please make. I'll try and answer them. And once again, a very big thank you to all of you that have passed comments and helped out and explained some of the lamp datings. I'm no good for that. I know James of the his little website has spoken a lot about lamps and dating, and he's very, very knowledgeable. That's James. It's very, very knowledgeable. Anyhow, I'm going to stop now and put this up on YouTube. Thanks again for watching. Any comments please make. Please subscribe. Please like. Do all the things you do on YouTube. Thanking you again. Thank you.